Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday night and time for another Facebook Live. I hope you all are staying warm and I hope you all have power still. We've been lucky. We haven't lost our power at all, knock on wood. We've just been staying inside and luckily we can work from home. Hey, Nancy, welcome. I cannot believe, I'm trying to get this pulled up on my laptop too so I can share it. I can't believe all the snow that we've had. It snowed all day here. And it just keeps piling up and piling up. So thankfully we don't have to go anywhere. Let's see if we can get my laptop to work. It's probably kind of cold. I know it's been, it's cold down here in the basement, so I haven't been down here doing any crafting. Of course, I've been working too during the day, but at night I just can't make myself come down here because it's so cold. All right, my laptop does not seem to want, oh, maybe there it's going. And I haven't been out in it at all. Wayne did walk out to the mailbox yesterday. Hey, buddy. Betty, are you back in town? Or are you still at the beach? I saw that you got to go. I'm glad you got to go. I'm just trying to get this pulled up on my laptop so I can share it. Hey, Allison. Hey, Jennifer. I'm just getting it pulled up on my laptop so I can share it, and then we will get started. This is one of the cards we were going to make Monday night in my birthday card class. And, oh, Betty, you're back in Little Rock. I'm sorry. I'm sure you'd rather be at the beach. We were going to make this in class Monday night, but we did not have class Monday night. There was absolutely no reason to get out Monday or yesterday or today. Or tomorrow. So I thought I would just show you how we would have made this card. I'm just getting it pulled up on my laptop so I can share it with the group in case people are looking there. Almost there, I think. I think my laptop's cold. It's running. Hey, Lanita. Let's see. We're almost there, and we will get started. Okay. We will get busy making this. Okay, it is shared now so everybody can find me. So Michelle is probably glad that she ended up not having to come to class because I used Stamparatus twice on this card. And that is not her favorite tool. But it really comes in handy for something like this, especially if you're doing a class. Hey, there's Michelle. Michelle, you missed out on Stamparatus twice. Okay. So what I have done for this little chicken, let me get my little piece, is I have stamped him once and die cut him. And then I'm going to use the Stamparatus. Let me put my magnet on there to hold it. She says you are correct. To stamp one that I've just cut. So I've just cut like a blank out. And if you're doing a whole bunch, it's much easier to just cut out a bunch of blanks than to line it up and cut it just right. And then you can just put that in here. And I'm actually going to turn this so I can ink up. I should have showed you the stamp set that we're using. This is Hey Birthday Chick. This one is in the current spring mini catalog, but they came out with dies that go with it. So let me show you those too real quick before we get started. So there's one that cuts out each of the chickens, including the little baby one. There's a fence, there's some streamers, there's little chicken tracks, there's like a grain sack, a little baby chick, a little bow tie, and then the happy birthday, we're using that on this card, and I think I said the fence already. So those all come in this die that goes with this set, and you can get these as a bundle right now. This, like I said, is in the current mini catalog. The dies are not. They're just available this month. So if you have this or you've been wanting to get this, now is the time to get it so you can get the dies. to go with it. So I'm just taking Memento black ink, and I'm going to ink up this little chicken. He has such crazy hair. I didn't color him crazy colors, although I do need to do one that way just to see. And then you just stamp your blank like that. And it just makes it easy to get a good, yep, I missed a little bit right there. And that's the other nice thing about the Stamparatus, is if you miss a little spot, you can go back. That one little spot. There we go. And then, let me get my tweezers. The hardest part is getting it out of here sometimes. There we go. So now we have a perfectly stamped chicken. So he's ready to color. We'll do that in a minute. But before that, we'll do our other Stamparatus piece. Again, I'm going to turn it sideways just because I don't have a lot of room above. And this is the all wired up. This is in the annual catalog. But it just looked like chicken wire, so I thought it was appropriate to use on this card. And I've built like just a little, I don't know, just a little template almost thing so that I can just slide my cardstock in there. And then I don't have to try and get it up in the corner. It's a little harder sometimes to stamp all the way at the top or in the corner. So this is soft suede cardstock. Using soft suede ink. So again, I'm just going to ink this all up. And it just gives us some nice texture in the background. Whoops. All right, let's see. Pretty good. All right. And that is all the stamping that we have to do. Let me close up this ink pad so I don't make a mess. But we're gonna color our little chick now. So I've got my blends. Here he is. And I have my Mango Melody, both light and dark. Mango Melody. So dark and light. And then I've got soft suede, light and dark soft suede. And then this is, I think, the light Daffodil Delight. So on his hair, I did the dark, and I used the small end just because this was kind of small. So I used the small end of the dark, and I kind of just did it from the roots out, but not all the way. And then the same thing on his tail. So that's the dark Mango Melody. And then I took the light, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And I just ran it out the rest of the way. So it's kind of darker towards the base of his head and then lighter as you go out. And then the same thing on his tail. And then I think actually I did the dark on his feet too. So let's do that real quick. Again, I'm using the small point. And then I did the stripes on the cupcake wrapper. So I did dark Mango Melody. And then I decided, I was just going to leave him white, but I decided he needed some color too. So I'm using my light Daffodil Delight. And I'm just coloring. I didn't do any shading on this. You certainly could. You could put some shading under his wing where these other lines were. I didn't. And then I did the other stripes on the cupcake with the light Daffodil Delight. Oh, I forgot. I did the light Mango Melody for the candle. And we'll do his beak with that too. You can do either the dark or the light. Probably the dark. Let's do the dark because it'll show up a little bit better. And we might as well do the candle. I didn't do that on my other one, but... And then I did, for the cupcake, of course it has to be chocolate. So I just took my light soft suede and colored the whole thing. And the little crumbs. And then I did do just a little bit of dark right here. I'm just going to go back a little bit with... Thank you, Susie. Welcome. I was too busy coloring. I didn't even see that you had joined us. All right. So there's our chicken, all colored. Now we are ready to put our card together. Let me get all my pieces. And I will put the dimensions for all of this on my blog after we're finished tonight. I'll take my computer upstairs where it's warmer and do it. So this is a Mango Melody card base. And you'll notice this is just white cardstock, but I cut my chicken out of the middle of it because this is going to be layered over it so nobody will even see. So I'm getting out of the frame here. All right, so I'm going to take I need to clean off the end of this again, it looks like. And this is going to go on that white. Oh, I shouldn't have done it all over. Okay, you know what? Then we'll put the white piece on the Mango Melody first. And then we can put our soft suede over it, and it will be just fine that I put adhesive all over it. So I liked just that little bit of white border there just to set off this soft suede. And then we'll so this is just a strip of Daffodil Delight. I think it's like 1/4 of an inch. Like I said, I'll put all the measurements on my blog after this. But I felt like the chicken needed something to stand on instead of just floating in midair. So we'll put this just across the bottom here. Whoops. And then this is the happy birthday. I got glue on my fingers. That came out of the die set. And so if I had remembered ahead of time, before I cut them, I could have used our adhesive sheets. But I never seem to remember that in time. So I'm just taking a little bit. And you could use a sponge like I've showed you before, where you just put a little bit of glue on the sponge and then can sponge the back of it. But this is going to go on a piece of vellum, just in the middle of that. And then, once you put it on the vellum, then you can see where you can add adhesive to the vellum, because the adhesive will show through. So you're just going to put it, hang on, I got to get this off of the end of this. See if I can find something to get it off with. It's just getting in the way. There we go. This will work better now. Okay. So you can just put little bits of adhesive on the vellum behind the letters, and then it won't show through to the front. And that is just going to go right down here. And this one is a good card for male or female, I think. I think either one would work. And then the chicken, I decided he needed to be up on dimensionals. So we'll just put a couple dimensionals on him. And let's go ahead and put a mini dimensional up on his tail, just so it doesn't droop. There we go. All right, now we just set him on his little strip there, and there you go. That's all there is to it. Quick and easy card. Great card for, like I said, male or female. I'll put all the dimensions on my blog after this. And those of you that signed up for class, yes, thank you, Susie, for asking. Yes, this oval that I did out of the vellum is from that dual oval punch that's in the mini catalog. There's a stamp set that goes with it, but I'm really glad to have some oval punches again. Thank you, ladies. I'm glad you liked it. So those of you that signed up for class, I will make all your cards, and then the next time I see you, I will give them to you. And then I will be back next week. I don't know if the chickens will come out to play anymore this week, tomorrow or Friday. If not, I will try and get caught up some on Saturday. It's so cold down in my basement without my heater running, and because of all the power issues, I hate to run it too much. So it may be this weekend before the chickens come out to play again. But I will show you some more stuff because we haven't played with the Hey Chick, which is a set that came back. Let me grab it real quick just to show you. It was, and luckily, I still had mine. It even has a price tag on it. This was a celebration set from a couple years ago. This Hey Chick. That looks like that same crazy chicken to me. And then it also has dies that they came out with to go with it. So let me show you those. I haven't even opened them to play yet. So this, I don't know whether these dies or this Hey Chick stamp set will carry over at all. This may be the only opportunity you have to get the dies in the Hey Chick. This one has a bunch of fun. It's got like chicken wire. It's got a chicken coop, a sign, some eggs. This corn, there's a corn stalk, there's little husks, and then there's little corn cobs. So you can make the whole thing. There's chicken feed, and then this cuts out the chickens, and then there's a stump. So the two of these sets together with the stamps and all the dies are so fun. So there's the other stamp set and the other dies. So really you can make a lot of fun chicken cards with these. Like I said, I don't know. This will be until the mini catalog goes out, which is May, I think. I'm grabbing it to see. No, June, till the end of June. So this stamp set will be available to the end of June. I don't know about these dies or the stamp set in these dies. So if you're interested in any of these, let me know, and we need to get them ordered so you don't miss out on any of it. All right, that's all the chickens I have for you tonight. And stay tuned, and I will get some more done. Probably this weekend it'll be before I get any more done to show you. All right, thank you for joining me, ladies, and I will see you next week. Good night.